I bet you're asking yourself why I'm wearing sunglasses indoors. Am I really just that cool and alpha? Or did I get that eye color changing surgery? The answer is yes, to both of those. Anyway, I wanted to show you my results. Get ready. That was a joke. Here's what they actually look like though. If your body just physically recoiled, congratulations, you have self-preservation. So here's something that I can't believe, is that people are actually letting surgeons tattoo their eyeballs.
Oh my God!
Because they want pretty eyes?
This is awesome. Oh wow. I love it. This is awesome, guys. I can't believe that. This is awesome. Is this permanent? It is. Oh wow. That's amazing. Dude did some work here.
As in needle near your eyeball, permanent pigment, permanent regret. I mean, it's kind of like a tramp stamp for your eyeballs. So the procedure that we're talking about today is called keratopigmentation. The acronym is also called FLAC. And if you ask me, the surgeons are getting a lot of flack for this procedure. But I think that you and I can agree that that word sounds like it should not be around your eyeballs. But before we delve deeper into this amazing procedure, there are different techniques that exist out there. The one called FLAC that we're talking about today is injecting a pigment into your cornea. There's also a procedure that removes the color to make your eyes lighter, and there's also another procedure that literally implants, like an implant in your eyeball.
No.
But each and every one of these techniques have the same result. Uncanny valley. So with the FLAC procedure, they inject pigment directly into the cornea, not the iris, to change the appearance of your eye color. I can imagine doing that voluntarily. I'm fighting for my life when I get an eyelash in my eyeball. And of course, these clinics will tell you that it's minimally invasive and it's relatively safe. Safe compared to what, Brian? Being locked in a room with Michael Myers?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
So this procedure was originally developed for medical reasons, like most plastic surgery procedures. It was meant to repair eye trauma or damage to the color of your eyes. But now fast forward to 2026 and it's marketed as questionable self-improvement. Again, like most plastic surgery these days. But between you and me, I think that the eyeballs are at the top of my list on organs to not fuck with. And I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that ophthalmologists agree with me. See? They don't recommend it. And if a doctor whose whole job is eyeballs is begging you to stop, maybe you need to reevaluate your life decisions.
Well, why are you pouring me? I'm right.
I mean, could you imagine explaining this to somebody 100 years ago? I can't see very well anymore. Oh no, what happened? I wanted greener eyes. You see how crazy that is?
Oh no.
Do you see that? Do you see that before and after? They look worse. Eye contact would genuinely be terrifying. It's uncanny. And if I saw somebody staring at me with these eyeballs at the gas station, I would call 911.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Before surgery, your eyeballs have depth, little flecks, they reflect light. But after the surgery, it looks like you injected printer ink into your eyeballs. And it's not just the color itself, it's the fact that it doesn't catch light the same way. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but You don't look better. You look medically unwell. And the price? Don't even get me started on the price. For this amount of money, I would expect to have Superman laser eyes after. Haha, I'll get you, bad guy scum. Also, let's talk about how uncomfortable they look post-op. Like uncomfortable in a way mankind was never meant to experience. Like on a molecular level.
Huh?
The redness, the glossy eyes, the 100-yard stare. It looks like you shook hands with the devil's lettuce. This whole situation should be a lesson in just because you can doesn't mean you should. And the doctor's always gonna say, oh, it's just swelling post-op. Yeah, but why is the color like that? You know what? They kind of low-key look like Gerald's eyes, don't they? I mean, I'm not advocating for it. I'm not approving of this. Don't get the wrong idea. Now let's talk about the risks of getting Gerald from Riviera's eyeballs. So they alter your light perception, allowing you to be able to see in the dark so you can fight monsters. Yeah! Just kidding. It's actually way better than that. We're talking chronic pain, light sensitivity, scarring, and blindness. Which is a wild trade-off to end up looking like this. And the clinics will always say that the complications are rare. The complications were indeed rare, but I'm sorry, you are blind. Okay, but are they like blue? Uh-huh. What's even weirder is how this is framed online also. They're promoting in a way of leveling up or unlocking your best self, improving your life, which I can get behind, but typically being your best self includes vision. And I'm sure you've seen it, but all across social media, there's this idea that lighter eyes equal superiority, which just isn't true. Honestly, there are beautiful brown eyes, beautiful hazel eyes, and there are some blue eyes that look like blueberries, or they look like they're staring into your soul, unlocking your darkest, deepest secrets. Wow. So I need everyone to remember that eyeballs never once changed somebody's poopy personality. Honestly, I just think that this whole thing is what happens when aesthetic outweighs survival instincts. But I do want to be clear when I say that people can do whatever they want with their bodies. I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just saying that lately aesthetics have gone too far on TikTok and Instagram. It seems like at this point nothing is off limits. I mean, people are redoing their nose, their lips, their jaw, their boobs, their eyes. Like, at what point does a human body stop being something that we edit and we just live in? Being comfortable in our own skin. Deep. I know.